I feel like he's like really wants to like prove. I feel like he really wants to prove himself now, with like them getting second place at EWC. I feel like he's because the thing is, I actually very much respect what he's doing. There's been a few people who have done it over the years, and I have a massive amount of respect for all the ones that have done it. Okay, I did it in reverse. So there are people that are successful content creators, right? And they, switch to a pro setting, right? First notable one that ever really did it was Bolo, right? Or I guess Serenity was really the first one way back in the day for my fellow old heads. He was the first one. But yeah, Serenity was the OG to do that. But then, like most notable one probably for most people is like Bolo, and then like, Spoit, and now Stompin'. So I really respect it when somebody has a successful YouTube career, Twitch career, like social media stuff going for them, right? They're making more money doing that than playing professionally, like, right? But then they go out and they take that like risk that their audience, will see them as like not being as good, right? Because like, there's basically if you never play, there's always the thing of like, oh, coulda, woulda, shoulda, right? Like the person's audience will basically be, gassing them up for a lifetime, right? If the person never plays in Pro League, their fans will always just be like, well, if they played, they would dominate everybody, right? They would dominate clear, like, that's how it is. Whether it's true or not, that's what people are going to say. And you can't say that until the person actually does it, right? So but if they fail, which there has been failures in the past too. I mean, I'm not going to call people out, but there's been people that have tried it and they failed, right? And then their, you know, audience and stuff like that, they see them playing on a pro stage and like, damn, he's actually not, or whatever. In pro league, and they get butchered, and they're like, or or whatever. Even they scrim and stuff like that, and they just don't do well. Like it's happened a bunch of times, right? Where people get like tryouts and stuff like that. So I have a lot of respect for people that both give up, the easier route of content creation, and then are, go into pro league and are also successful in it. There's only been a few people who've pulled it off. Like I said, there's really those three people that I could think of. It's literally Serenity, Bolo, Stompin'. I can't think of anybody else with like the size of audience like that that's switched over from content creation to pro play. Yeah, I said Spoit. I said the three, right? Serenity, Bolo, Spoit. I'm losing my mind. 4. Yeah, I'm tired, okay? Cut me some slack. You can tell he has the passion because he makes more money with streaming than being a pro. Yes. Yep. Dude, I'm not gonna. I mean, like sometimes I watch stuff back when I'm like tired and I'm streaming. I'm like, I am a fucking moron. Like, like normally if I'm not streaming, I'll have like, super everything like super well thought out, organized, blah 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 blah. And then like I'll be streaming and I'll be talking about something that like I know 100% in and out, and I'm just like, I don't know. I'll like watch it back and I'm like, the fuck did I just say? Why did I say that? Like, it's not that it's something bad. It's just like it's just not the correct way to fucking say it. Like I know how to say this in a better way, basically, and I'll say it in a way that I wasn't like happy with. But it's because I'm like reading chat, playing the game, yapping all at the same time. That is why. But yeah, it definitely does happen. There's stuff that sometimes I'll like want to use a clip from the stream of something that I do, and I'm like, dude, I just gotta re-record this like off stream. This is like, what the fuck was I saying? Like, this is so stupid. That shit has happened like 20 fucking times where I'm just like, oh yeah, I could use that clip. I talked about this, blah blah blah, and like when I streamed it, I was like, oh yeah, I probably did like a pretty good job at that. And then I fucking the insane ramblings of an insane old, no joke, dude, no joke. Like it's happened so many times. Like what the fuck did I like? Am I like? And like I know what I'm like. I know the thing that I'm talking about too, and I'm just fucking I don't know dementia ridden or some shit at this point. You love seeing that shit clips reminds you all make mistakes. Oh, I'm not even talking like, dude, they'll just be like, I'll give you a really good example. I was like fucking tired and I was talking about Ubisoft stock like falling under 1 billion USD. And I was talking about how it was like 12 billion, whatever, a few years ago, blah, 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 blah. And like, I remember I looked at this beforehand and I just had a fucking brain fart when I was looking at it. And I'm like, yeah, it hasn't been that low since like 2005. But then in like 2010, literally on the graph that I'm fucking staring at, it fell under 1 billion. Like, you know, or something, like it was whatever, I don't know. Like, there's just stuff that I just had like a fucking brain fart. And I literally looked at that before. And I just had a fucking brain fart when I was streaming and like I was like yapping about it. I do that shit all the time, dude. Nobody gives a fuck about mistakes like that. I mean, I do. I like to be accurate when I'm, you know, giving information out and stuff like that. See? Drill though cares. Every time you fuck up, I make a clip. Well, trust me, I have times where I fuck up in Siege all the time. I actually post those. I feel like most people don't post those videos. It's actually funny, too. Every time I post those videos, I'll post, like, 15 fucking aces in a row. And then it's like, as soon as I do a video, I actually post a clip where, like, I fuck up and stuff like that. Everyone's like, yeah, he's fucking garbage. This guy's the worst fucking player I've ever seen in my fucking life. See? Fucking told you. Wash, garbage, trash. It's like... Beer. Who's this guy, bro? Oh, is he playing the bomb? Yeah, we should have drops, like, I don't know exactly when they're gonna start, but, like, I don't know, roughly an hour, give or take. The potato clips for my arthritis kicks in are your favorite clips. Yeah, I don't know, I like posting fuck-ups and stuff like that. I think they're funny. I mean, we're all fucking human, dude. We all make mistakes. Right? No one's perfect. But, there's definitely, I will say there is a large, there's definitely a lot of content creators that are like, you know, they are like, you know, they're like, they will never post like a mistake ever. Like they just don't want that, people to like, I don't know, to see them like playing bad or whatever. Which I don't know. I feel like I like I think the clips are funny of people fucking up. We're all human. We all mess up. No one's perfect. I'm just like cutting this down. We've all seen 1v5 aces a million times. True. A lot of people like to be perceived as infallible. Dude, it's actually crazy too. There are definitely like a lot of content creators and stuff like that where like you could tell they only watch content creators like on YouTube and they just don't get it. They don't get that like 10-minute video that they watch was like a week worth of gameplay. You're perfect. Your farts smell like Axe body spray and your hog is 13 inches and girthy. Zoomy, let's be honest. Your farts probably smell like fucking brake cleaner, okay? Zoomy doesn't actually shower. He just bathes in brake cleaner. The hog, that part's probably true. No, I whiffed. Zoomy is a RuneScape player these days. And he's a fancy pants tattoo artist. Alright, sorry, I was just grabbing this clip. You're doing that right now, though, Zoom. Borrow skin from Pro League will be on the marketplace, probably eventually. What are in the esports packs? Pro League skins from the bundles. Why would they put a BP there? So for example, like it's kind of crazy that they actually released those in the packs, but like the paid bundles that people like pay money for, right? They're in there. I unlocked like 4 items that I bought for whatever rainbow credits, right? Real money. I was actually astounded. I was like, I paid real money for that shit, dude. They're just giving it out for free, I guess. I don't really mind it too much when I get it though, because I do get 3,000 renown, like 2,750.
He is rake dancing his rook.
Scarface Rush, say the prime sub. So I'm not that mad about it, to be honest. Not that mad about it. Oh yeah, I gotta update my drops command because we have new drops. Hey chat, they're starting up in probably about an hour, I'm guessing. Let's see what today's. Oh, it's a commando skin. So at 1 hour, 3 hours, 7 hours. Okay, so it's 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Write that in the command. You didn't get the drops from yesterday, you can't get them. It's what? In 9 hours. Okay. And Twitch account. Okay. That is up 8. A long ass command, dude. Whatever. We're here. Oh, that's not good. I just looked at my printer. It's spaghettiing for some reason. Why is it spaghettiing? Look at this. That's spaghettiing. You see that big fucking pile of filament all over the place? I should probably go look at that. Hold on.
He is breakdancing his rook.
You have something for me to print? Check out WhatsApp. Okay. Steely Marlon, thank you for the prime sub. Crossfader Nami Chupinazo or Akasuri. I don't know. I was printing these brackets, Pisty, and they got loose and they spaghettied like crazy. But I think we salvaged the rest of them. We lost 2. Honestly, I'll still keep these because I could just use... This one actually came out really good as like a short bracket. And then this one maybe not as much, but I'll keep it in there. And maybe if it's a temporary bracket. You found a website that turns any map into a 3MF model? Like a siege map? Okay, hold up. Oh, like a map of a city. That's kind of cool. What the? Bro. How is this guy like staring at my teammate? Wow. Okay. What do you mean life isn't all siege? Look at they invite this guy to the Manchester major or Munich major. I'm losing my mind, dude. This guy gets invited to the Munich major. Look at him. Not even trying to print out a siege map. Nothing. Privileged YouTuber. Privileged. That is actually pretty cool though. Send me the website on like maybe on like Discord so I can like get on my PC easier. Privileged YouTuber. You ready for business class? Look at this guy, dude. Fancy individual. Living a posh lifestyle. Flying business class, international. Flexing on us poors. Ridiculous. The new drops start up in like, I'm guessing, I don't know when, but roughly about 45 minutes. So if you just stay in here, you'll get all the drops. You need to go wash the steak off you? Alright. Thought it's winter in Oman right now. Perfect weather. Yeah, this is open. This is kind of cool, though. I'm gonna print a map of Detroit, dude. Detroit. Oh, that's kind of cool, Pisty. Look at this shit. Let me guess, you're printing Muscat? Okay, so that's like London. I want to try to... Wait, when I zoom out, it doesn't, like, work. Is it Oman where they can make it rain on command? That's really anywhere. That's like cloud seeding. That's been a thing for the U.S. I think the U.S. pioneered cloud seeding like around a decade ago. Or a decade ago. In like the 50s, dude. 50s, 60s? Yeah, the US, I mean, some farmers and stuff in the US have been using it for a long time. It happens sometimes, like not a ton, but yeah, the US literally created that technology. This is so cool, dude. I am actually going to do this. This is sick. I'm gonna print a map. I'm gonna print a map of Detroit. That'll be cool. Let's see. Website's like kind of buggy though. It's like it does London well, which is the starting point. But like if you put another address, okay. Oh no, there you go. You can get all of like campus marshes and stuff like that, and that's pretty. That's kind of cool, actually. Very cool. Oh no, man! Another one of my fucking things is spaghettiing. Honestly, the brackets are functional though now. Like I don't, even if they spaghetti, I could just chop off the spaghetti, and they'll still work. I think I need to make my plate a little bit hotter to get the PETG to stick a little better. Oh man, I don't really have any issues with it sticking, but that's what happened is it got loose. Ah, fine. So cool, this website Pisty found. I don't know what to do. Oh, here we go. Customs. I could do up to 350. 350. Website's like cool, but it's a little, I don't know. You get drops if you have the stream in the background. Yep. Drops should start, I don't know, like I said. I don't exactly know, like 45 minutes to an hour roughly. But whenever the stream starts, the Pro League stream starts, that's when the drops will get activated and turn on. And I'll be streaming after the Pro League stream ends as well, so this is where you'll get the most possible drops. This is a cool website, though. I'm actually going to save this. I'll save this. I need to make, like, a folder, honestly, for... I need to make a 3D printing folder. I really do. Yesterday, they only streamed 11 hours and 31 minutes. You couldn't even get the last pack. You were 2% away. Yeah, if you were on my stream, you would have got everything. Would have gotten everything. I should print Sacramento, then burn it. Dude, you know what I could do? I could print Sacramento, and then I could just fucking smash it with Sledge's hammer. That's aggressive, dude. I'm trying to repel, and it's really rude that you would... Okay, there's another one. But yeah, that's why I, you know, I always tell people, watch my stream. My stream is going to give you the best chance to get drops. Obviously, I say that selfishly because, you know, I want people to watch my stream more than, you know, any other stream. But I stream, you know, the full amount of time for the drops that they're available, so your odds of getting them are best here. Why did that duplicate? Hold on. Realize that this command like duplicated. I probably just didn't cut the end of that off or something. Alright, that should be fixed now. Is the skin that I'm using rare? Oh, what am I using? Black ice? Not really. I mean, I think it looks nice, but... I think it looks nice. I'm actually going to do this, though. This is cool. Oh, my print just finished. Some of it's spaghettied out a little bit, but it looks pretty good overall. Alright. So basically what I did. Oh shit. I printed a bunch of these brackets, right? So these brackets, they're just like corner braces or corner brackets. And I've got a whole stack of them in case I ever need to, if I need them, I have them, right? And I printed like 2 of them. Got kind of messed up when I printed them, but right here. But came out pretty good overall. So I got 2 kind of messed up ones and 7 perfect ones. That's not bad. Not a bad ratio. Packs are buns. I would disagree. I mean, they have skins from the Pro League skins. Sorry, from the Pro League sets, which were like skins that you had to pay real money for. So that's what they have in there, which is kind of crazy.
He is
It's Jade. Thank you for the Twitch Prime 2 months. There's actually very good items in those packs. What's it made of when I print? That's made out of PETG. So it's like it's a kind of plastic, basically. So they're good as like temporary corner braces. So say you're trying to like, or honestly, even they'll hold up pretty good. Like they're pretty strong. I mean, would I use it for something that I like needed to support like that for like safety purposes? No, but for like, if you're putting something small together and you just need a corner brace, dude, that's fucking perfect. That thing will be absolutely perfect. Can you even get anything decent on them? You got trash skins and battle pass points. I mean, there's definitely trash skins, but there's the full Pro League, like the actual Pro League sets are in there. Like the Pro League sets from like that you buy in the shop. So I got, for my 6 packs that I got yesterday, I got 5 duplicates because I buy those, right? Every season when they come out, I buy them. So I got 5 of those. They were all duplicates. And then I got 1 battle pass point one. It definitely sucks when you get battle pass points, though. They should honestly remove those out of there. What are you fucking doing? I hit him, too. Battle pass points are your favorite because you also buy all the skins? Yeah, but I'm level 370 on the battle pass, bro. I don't want to, What am I going to do with battle pass points? Every 5,000 points, I get 1 alpha pack. I'd rather just get a duplicate, and then I get 2,700 or 2,750 renown, which is not bad. Are there ways to transfer credits? I would never do that. It's bannable. Even if there is some way to do it, it's bannable if you do it. They'll ban both of the accounts. Not worth. Not worth it all. You know what? I'm gonna try to do something real old school, see if it works. What's that? Just soft though? Alright, we're gonna try something that used to work back, like, in Nam. In a minute. So, way back in the day, people used to jump down off the top and they would just fall straight down the hatch and they would get downed. And you could just get a free interrogation. I don't know if people would fall for that these days. See, that guy's trying to rappel down. Hmm. Isn't there a famous clip of you getting fucked by Blitz in this elevator? I don't know, maybe. Probably. I feel like it's happened a bunch of times. Listen, it's not my fault he's a shield shitter. Okay. Damn, I should have interrogated. Bro, what is this guy? There's fucking a minute left, and this guy's on the opposite side of the map? Doing what? I want some more salad. Salad sounds nice. Have they changed anything on this map? I don't know. I don't really pay attention to like casual map changes, to be honest. Drops? The old drops are done. There's gonna be new ones starting up, like, I don't know exactly when, sometime within the next hour. Could be like 20 minutes, could be like 30. I don't know. I would say like roughly between like, say, 20 minutes to, let's just say like up to an hour to be safe. To an hour. The first game starts in an hour, so it can't be more than an hour. In under 1 hour, the drops will start. So, and they're brand new. No one has them yet. So, anybody that thinks that they, you know, got the drops or whatever, they got them yesterday. There's new ones every day. So make sure you follow. I'll be streaming a ton. I'll be streaming all the different drop sets. Is it worth getting the Rainbow Six for someone who's never played? Yeah, I would still say so. Honestly, if you're a new player to the game, you'll love it. A lot of people that are like more, you know, veteran players and stuff in the game, the main complaint that people have, honestly, is like cheating, which as a new player, you're gonna run into very little of that, to be honest. And lack of content. But you have 10 years of content that you haven't played yet. If you didn't get the packs yesterday, you're done. You're not gonna get them. They're over. There's no way to get them anymore. It's impossible. That drop set is done. You should have been watching my stream. You would have gotten them if you were here. But yeah, if you're new to the game, you'll definitely like Siege. Siege is a great game to get into. It's mostly, honestly, veteran players like myself that are upset with the current state of the game, mostly because of, like, cheating at high elo and, like, you know, they just haven't been putting in a lot of content. But if you, like I said, if you're a new player, you have 10 years of content to absorb. You're gonna love it. You will literally love it. When you first started, you got team killed nearly every match, and you were riddled with Smurfs. Yeah, that could definitely be a thing. Potentially. Have I competed in Rainbow Six? Yep, I was a pro for the first 2 years of the game, and I won the Rainbow Six Invitational, which is like our pretty much our Super Bowl or like Worlds, whatever you want to call it. So, remember Article 5? Yep. Good old Article 5. The last operator, dude. Oh, nope, I don't even know who it is. It's probably a Cav if she ran away like that. Hence plumbers and electricians. Listen, dude, Canadian's still playing. He's in this tournament that's about to start, okay? I feel like I'm actually glad that I printed this because it's not like sharp, but I feel like I'm going to potentially, honestly, it's honestly really dull. I'm thinking about remodeling this when I print it for my kids. And making it the edge more dull. Why don't pros stream this game? A lot of them, you know, they practice scrim a lot, so, you know, they're just kind of like done. Or if they're gonna play ranked, they don't want to stream it because they just want to like play. They should though. Bruh. Oh my god, how much do I have to shoot this guy? Ace? Where's the last? What are you fucking doing here? What are you doing? Yeah, whatever. Yeah. The problem, I will say this, even as a content creator, I get it, but pretty much if you are it's worse if you're like a pro player. I don't know. Like it's just as bad, whatever. If you're a streamer, pro player, like whatever, it doesn't really matter. And you stream, right? If you stream this game, this is the literal best game to stream snipe in, like ever. Like the advantage you get from stream sniping is better in Rainbow Six Siege than, I mean, maybe there's another game that I'm not thinking of. I cannot imagine another video game that has more of an advantage to stream snipe in. It's insane what an advantage it is to stream snipe in Siege. And the thing is, there is an endless stream of losers that you are going to do it, that are going to snipe you. So pretty much you got to have like pretty thick skin and just whatever. You just can't let it really bother you because it's going to just happen every game pretty much. Or you got to run a heavy delay. That's the other option, I guess. But then, you know, a lot of people are not going to want to watch you because, you know, not talking to chat and stuff, right? Yeah. You fixed the sword, wasn't upside. Yeah, I did fix it. I reprinted basically like this center section. I'm an idiot and I put it inside the handle upside down. So I reprinted it and it's good to go now. This is a prototype print anyway. I'm going to I want to like, I might remodel it. I don't know. It's not like sharp or pointy at all, honestly. It's pretty kid safe, I would think. I want to print them for my kids because my kids actually have like, we went to a Renaissance festival, like, I don't know, in this, you know, fall or whatever. And they got little swords from the Renaissance festival and they love them, dude. They literally love them. I mean, they don't fight each other or anything with them. I'm not gonna let them do that, but you know, they love them. They like to just like walk around with them and, you know, whatever. I have like a punching bag in the basement. They like to hit the punching bag with the swords and stuff. And, you know, I wanted to 3D print them, these katanas. And then they could, you know, use them on the punching bag and some stuff like that, you know. I have this like blow up monster that they hit. True. What the fuck do I have a heavy bag for to collect dust? Dude, my kids punch the heavy bag more than I do these days. My kids are really young. They're like 3, 2, and like 7-month-old. So, I mean, I used to use it all the time. I used to like box and stuff like that. I streaming all week. Yep. I used to box and stuff like that, like, you know, many moons ago. So that's actually why I had it. I had it hanging in my parents' basement, and then when I moved, brought it to my house with me, and I bought a stand for it. So it's on a stand now instead of being connected to the ceiling, and it's in the, you know, I still have like all my hand wraps and like gloves and stuff, and no competition or anything. Very casual. I used to so funny enough, the reason I ended up doing it was because my cousin did training for hockey with a dude who was an ex-boxer. So it was physical training and it was physical training and with some boxing and stuff like that. It was really for like boxing, but it was excellent. Like really, 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 really good physical training as well. But anyway, we used to like box and stuff like that or whatever. Like he was paying for like private lessons and stuff like that. So there was me, my cousin. He's like, the base of the guy said, "Hey, you're paying for like the class. If you want to bring other people, you're allowed to, and it might be good because you could spar with them, blah 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 blah." So he's like, "All right." So he like I went with him and a few of like our other cousins went with him and some friends. I was like five. It depended on the week, like 4 to 6 of us or whatever, and we used to spar and mostly we were there for the physical like training and stuff, but I don't know, cool as well to learn a little bit of boxing. We used to box each other and stuff like that too and spar, and nothing serious ever, but I would have gone Golden Gloves for 5 foot and below division. Okay, bro, that's crazy. Then I'm not 5 feet tall, okay? Well, I'm in the fives, okay? But I'm 5'6". Not even that short, dude. I talked about this, like, I don't know, it was like a week ago. But, dude, I swear, every time I go to an event, there's at least one person that comes up to me, and they're like, "Whoa, you're King George?" And, like, I'm like, "Yep, hey, what's up, dude?" And they're like, "Yeah, I thought you were, like, 4 feet tall, dude." And I'm like, "Where did you think that?" They're like, "Oh, I don't know, dude. Everyone just says you're so short, so I thought you were, like, 3 or 4 feet tall." That? You thought I was 3 or 4 feet tall? In all seriousness, training in MMA or boxing is so good for you and a lot of fun for people who that don't like lifting weights. Yeah. Well, this guy was a psychopath, bro. This guy was a psychopath. The guy that he was a Russian boxer who had moved to the U.S. and he like loved America. Like, he loved living in the U.S. I guess he lived in like communist Russia, and he used to do like illegal underground boxing and shit. Where am I down? Oh, it's at the top of the stairs. Anyway, he used to have us running up and down like hills, like while holding like massive fucking rocks. Like his training was like very practical, but like, dude, you would be gassed. Like, I was in really fucking good shape back then. That was back in my like KingGeorge days, remember? So like I was able to like, run miles with no problems, right? Lift weights for hours, no problems, right? And dude, I was gassed by the end of the session with that guy, because you just work out like different stuff that you don't really work out anywhere else. I mean, dude, like, yeah, I would push a sled, or yeah, I would do like, crab, like, whatever it is. What the fuck is it? I'm like, I don't know why I'm blanking on it, because late. It's like where you like lift the fucking weight and like, isn't it like crab walks or whatever? I don't know. Whatever the hell it is. He basically, when you're doing that, when you're doing it with a weight and when you're doing it with a fucking rock, it's different. And when you're walking up a hill that's like not consistent compared to walking around the gym, it's just very different, right? Or even there was like a little incline thing in the gym, but it's not the same as walking on a hill that's like inconsistent. There's grass, there's slippery sections. Everyone thinks they're marathon runners, so they try a boxing class. Yeah, dude. No joke. I was in very good shape back then, too. Like, and I was gassed as fuck after that. I thought I was going to be, like, pretty easy. And my cousin's like, no, dude. He's like, you got to do this shit. He's like, it's a different level. Oh, it would have been funnier if I thought the body was a flight on the hatch. Yeah, it's a different type of cardio, and you also like exercise different parts of your body that you like I don't know, you wouldn't normally work out, I guess, either. And like the thing is, I've done, like tactical training and stuff like that. It's way, I don't know. That guy had some crazy ass workouts and exercises and stuff to do. Like actually crazy. Oh, I'm an idiot. Well, I guess they're all functional. I just realized that my printer ran out of filament, and that's why these like little top pieces are like not completely finished. Good enough, whatever. Good enough. You started striking, and then when you started training ground fighting, you got unbelievably gassed. Yeah, dude. Well, the thing is, I even used to wrestle in the past, too. So, like, I was like, oh, like, I'm in the best shape of my life right now. I could lift heavy-ass weight forever. I could run, like, dude, no joke, I could probably run, like, easily 10 miles back then. Like, I was in super good shape. And, man, dude, I was fucking gassed. I was so like, I was sore the next day. I hadn't really gotten like sore like that in a long time. Communist Russia is called the Soviet Union. Nope. Communist Russia. Won't call it the Soviet Union. We have to let people know that it was communist. Anyway, it was funny because he was like, he hated communism so much. He was like the most American person I've ever seen in my life. He would wear like literally an American flag, like, whatever, like shirt with like cut off sleeves, like everywhere. Do it. I picked the wrong side. I knew he was on one of these two sides. I should have just waited to call him. You wrestle the next Cuban guy and we get so mad if someone even said the word communism. Yeah. Well, I guess he told us some stories and stuff about like how like the like grocery stores and stuff like that there were like, barren and shit, so I guess he had like a lot of really bad experiences there, and that's like why he like, fled to the US and stuff. We're actually getting crushed. The first time he got to America, he asked how much meat he was allowed to buy. Well, dude, that's not even just like in like just communist places and stuff like that. I guess yeah, I mean, if you go to Europe, it's the same way and stuff now too, or like a lot of other places in the world, but like previously, you know, food wasn't like a guarantee basically, right? Like back in the day. I mean, the US is, here it is pretty much, it's always pretty much been a guarantee, but like, dude, in a lot of other places it wasn't. I guess even my grandpa told me about this, but he said he's like, even back when like great grandpa came here and stuff like that, he's like they used to have like weird food shortages and stuff like all the time. Basically, just that's just the way it was. There would just be like famines and droughts and whatever else, and that's the food supply was all local. So like if you had a fucking bad grain season or whatever, like that's it. Like if a bunch of cattle died from some disease, well, that's it. Yeah, there was like you know, they would just not have meat or just like not have like grain. You know, or they would have to deal with like shortages of grain, right? And they would just have to have like substitute, you know, stuff. Like, you know, it's not like they were like, you know, super starving sometimes, but they would be literally eating less food. And, you know, there were like wouldn't be certain items. Like they just, you know. Hold it down, friends. But definitely something we take for granted here, dude. It's, you know. Right? Like right now in the US, or pretty much, I mean, most other places too nowadays, right? Like, you know, we have a global food supply chain and stuff like that, right? So like most of the time, you know, you go to the grocery store or whatever, something like that, like, you know, like everything's gonna be there. They're, you know, maybe they're missing an item or a flavor or something, you know, sometimes or whatever, something. Or if it's on sale, I don't know, you know, there's like situations where there could be like a single item missing, but there's always a substitute item or substitute flavor. Russian boxers are on a different level though. It's almost like they have no other interest besides like boxers. Yeah, this guy like lived and breathed boxing. That's like all he did. He trained class. He basically did private training all day, every day, from like 5 in the morning. He was dealing with some people till like late at night, and he was like probably in his like 50s, I'd say, and he was like in such good shape, dude. It's crazy for 50s, and he used to drink all the time too. But he was still in good shape. Like his skin, you could tell from his skin that he drank a lot, but like he was like still like in good shape, you know. Probably still fuck up like 99% of the pot. Oh yeah, for sure, dude. 100% he would. I don't know what this mirror setup is, but I'll support you. I will give you 1 claw. I don't know exactly when the drops are gonna go live, but they should start pretty much you know, I don't know, anytime now. Because the first match starts in an hour, exactly 1 hour, so the drops should be starting, like, any minute. Do I know exactly when? I don't know. They don't tell. Dumbass. Nice shield, buddy. Yes. Well, the drops from yesterday are done. What is this guy doing? The drops from yesterday are done. So there's new drops that are starting any minute. I don't know when they're going to start exactly. In exactly 1 hour, the first match will start. So the first match starts at 8:15 a.m. Eastern time, which is in exactly at 7:15. So they normally start the stream like 30, 45 minutes, an hour before the first match starts. So sometime soon there's gonna be, and whenever the broadcast starts, that's when there's drops. So you know, I don't know exactly when. I wish I could tell you. I wish I had that information, but sometime in the next hour. I'll tell you that much. Sometime in the next hour. You said you're gonna start doing tactical training again. What kind? I've actually done it now 2 weeks in a row. I don't know if I'm gonna do it next week because we got. I might try to fit it in. I guess I could do it on Thursday. On Thursday, there's no games. I'll be on through the whole set of drops. If you want to just leave the stream open, you'll get every single drop here. Um, but basically, there's a guy. He's got like a private facility and stuff like that. He does private training, and there's whole workout routine that goes with it. Um, whole workout routine that goes with it, and then there's an hour of like physical exercise, and then 30 minutes of like shooting, basically. So I used to do it all the time before, like weekly, at least weekly. And it's with like a guy who's like an ex Navy SEAL, and I haven't done it in like a while pretty much since I got married because I've just been busy. I've got 3 kids. I had 3 kids in a row and got married and house, and I might skip my this week. I might try to go Thursday, maybe. Thursday I might be able to pull it off. Possibly. Possibly. Pretty sick those dudes know what they're talking about. Yeah. Well, I feel like it's been good too because he hasn't been like I definitely was like fucking gassed after that. Like I was dying. But at least it wasn't like to the point where I was like quitting, Although too, I guess there's everyone has their limit, but I will try my very best to just push through no matter what. Never quit. But play Deimos, dude. A big old Deimos. I did just play Yacht. You were worried I might be going to McDojo? Oh no, yeah. This guy is like literally an ex-Navy SEAL who had like, multiple tours of like active duty and stuff like that. He's like a lot of combat experience. A lot of combat experience. So I feel pretty good about like and like I said, I've been using him for a long time. It's not something new. But it is like basically it's like an hour of physical training, and then the last 30 minutes is all shooting and hand to hand combat stuff. And I know he does like knife training and stuff like that too. I've never done it with him, but I think one of these days I might want to. I do have a K bar because like he told me to buy one. He's like, if you ever want to do any of the knife training, I bought it a decade ago probably, but knife should be a last resort. Yeah, that's kind of the way that I feel about it as well. As well too. Sorry. So I was like, I'd rather get the range training with him and stuff like that over the knife training. I mean, I feel like the knife training, I'd probably want to do maybe like a week of it or something. What do I shoot? Glock 17, 19, and I have like Daniel Defense ARs that are like, I have like short barrel and long barrel ARs for Daniel Defense. Oh boy. My teammates are about to kill each other. He wants me to buy this. I'll show you what it is.
He is breakdancing.
I'll tell you what it is. I have to look at it again. Oh boy, my entire team is killing each other. Of course. Okay. I'll tell you exactly what it is, actually, that he wants me to buy. Oh, around here. Oh, here it is. He told me to buy a Nevesky. That was what he said was like he wants me to get it in 6mm. So I already feel like I'm pretty comfortable with the stuff I have. He does like long range training too. Like he's they do what's it called, like long range like sniper training and stuff like that. So if you want, if you have like a pretty much anything you want to shoot, like all the way up to like 50 cal, he'll Mocop game, thing of the Prime sub, real life Cali, literally, yeah, he like actually is. That's I guess what he used to be, is he's a sniper, but he used to do, I don't know, other stuff too. I guess pretty much everything. I also got so funny enough, for Nevetsky, I also got recommended that by when I was in California to visit like my mom, like all my cousins and stuff, my mom's family in California. There's a guy who was that my uncle is friends with, and he's really cool. Very nice guy. He's like ex SAS, and he's the head of the SWAT team over there. And he does like long range. He's all long range stuff pretty much. Like he's like a, I don't know, I guess before he was like a world-class sniper. Actually, funny enough, yeah, it's Australian SAS, not British. And or whatever, Australian Special Forces, I don't know, something like that. Anyway, he loves Nevetsky, I guess. Nevetsky and Accuracy International were the two brands that he told me to like really look into. Okay. Good start with something more appropriately sized. You tried Red Ryder BB guns? I think I have, Zoom. I think I have. I don't know. I don't hunt, and I can't really see like I've shot long range before, but I can't see like spending probably 10 grand 10 grand easily on like a long range kit, and then plus paying for training. It's just not super practical, I don't think. I do like mostly pistol training. Makes the most sense. And honestly, I'm there for like the workouts too. The workouts are what I think are really good. It's like a different kind of working out that you don't really get from like going to the gym and stuff. But and also too, I feel like I feel like it's important. Like a lot of people don't, but if you have guns, you should know how to use them, be proficient, and train with them regularly. Doesn't have to be every week, but just regularly know how to use them, know proper gun safety, and, you know, have them locked up properly. Where the fuck are you gonna actually shoot long range in Detroit? I mean, there's very famous ranges that are here where people shoot like tons of long range. Like there's long range shooting I mean, not for nothing. I mean, this is Michigan, right? We have a huge hunting scene here as an example. The drops start like literally any minute. Literally any minute. I don't know when they're going to start exactly. Maybe 7:30, which is 4 more minutes. Because the first game starts at 8:15. And they always start the stream early with a countdown timer. And they do like introductions and stuff like that. Well, there's no hunting in Detroit. I don't know, maybe there is somewhere. But like northern Michigan is like literally the biggest like hunting area. I don't know, I can't really think of like many places that have a bigger hunting. You know, I'm sure there probably is. I'm not a hunter, so. What's that, no? Oh yeah, the dunes. The dunes are really cool. No, but there's a pretty famous like shooting range in Detroit. It's not in Detroit. It's like outside of Detroit. It's called the Pit in Lapeer, and there's basically a bunch of people who are like, I don't know. They're like, I'm not that and like, you know, I like being proficient and stuff and being, you know, I like shooting and stuff like that. But these people are like huge collectors, and you'll basically run into people who have like class 3 weapons permits and stuff like that there. So they'll be shooting everything. There's full long range shooting there. You'll see people shooting like 50 calibers, even stuff above 50 caliber, which is basically fucking elephant guns at that point. Fully automatic weapons. You know, miniguns, literally. No, it's not a felony. They're legal collectors. They're people that are just wealthy that are legal collectors. So you can buy guns. I think it's 1986. I don't know. I would never buy one. Basically, you have to get a special permit. It's called a Class 3 weapons permit, and then you're allowed to buy fully automatic weapons. Or if you're a member of like certain types of police forces, like for example, if you're out like on the SWAT team, you're allowed to have like automatic weapons and stuff like that. So, like, there's actually a lot of, like, police that go there to train, like, you know, SWAT teams and stuff like that that go there to train, and shoot and stuff like that. And yeah, I mean, you technically can buy fully automatic. So it's very difficult and very expensive. So, your friend who makes his own bullets. I know you could like reload. I don't know about like making. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm not a lawyer, so I don't know the laws around that. Well, yeah, automatic weapons in general are illegal, but you can get it's called a Class 3 weapons permit where you can have automatic weapons legally. So very expensive, and the guns are very expensive too. So like, let's just say you want like a fully automatic, like, I don't know, like AR-15 or something like that, or we really wouldn't have an AR, like an M16 or something. I don't know, probably 50 grand, something like that. I don't really know. I don't know a lot about this. I just know like a bit. You know, say you want, and remember, you got to pay for shooting that, right? Well, like, you know, let's just say you have an M16, right, and it shoots 5.56, right? Well, I mean, if you're dumping 30 rounds in fucking 2 seconds, you know, that's $15 every time you empty a magazine. You're gonna be going through a bunch of magazines, right? What did you print, Pisty? What city? Did you print Muscat? You bring sort of an RPG that firing range and old timers don't know how to vibe with it. Okay. Do I agree with all the changes that Spoit suggested? No, not all of them. I mean, generally, yeah, I agree with them. I like the changes, but definitely not all of them. Cairo. Oh, by the way, Pisty, did you see the new museum in Cairo that they built? Dude, that looks so fucking sick. Zumi, there's this shooting range that I'm talking. Is this guy cheating, by the way? This shooting range that I'm talking about is what's it called? Like, there's literally people that like take miniguns there, like actual real miniguns. Like, I'm not like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's fucking crazy, dude. Oh, the drops are live now. Let's go. Like, real ass fucking miniguns, dude. I just commended the guy that might be cheating. Used to have that at your range? No, like, people own these individually. They would bring, like, literally, you know, full-blown, like, automatic 50 cal, like, mounted machine gun. Like, you could buy all that. It's fucking crazy. I mean, you're talking, like, millions of dollars to buy this kind of stuff. Like, legally. And, you know, these people have them as private owners. So, nuts, dude. Nuts. It was like a seasonal event. Ah, okay. Make sense. What's the appeal of it? Part of it is people see it as an investment. I mean, they're never going to go down in price, right? There's a limited number of of automatic weapons that you could legally buy, right? Over time, some of them will become worn out, destroyed, you know, whatever it is. So people that buy them, they see it as an investment. They're, you know, they go up in value, right? They're, you know, they've gone up a lot in value. Guns go down in price normally, but the class 3 ones that are around go up only. There's, like I said, to legally buy one, you need to have like super special paperwork, permission, all this kind of stuff. And then you have to buy a gun that's from like, I don't know I forgot the year. It's like 1982 or before or something like that. So like, how many of them are really out there, you know? Oh, that is sad, Zoom. I gotta turn off my 3D printers. I hear the fan on it. Pissy, I'm gonna print Detroit. I'm gonna print Detroit. I should print Sacramento and crush it with Sledge's hammer. I should print the King's Stadium. Dude, you sent me? Oh, you sent it to me on WhatsApp? Okay, let's see. Oh, that's actually pretty cool, dude. That is actually kind of cool. Your dad was excited, super excited to bring you, and was excited. And the next week he's like, "Yeah, never mind, buddy. We're never doing that." With the King's Stadium into the Vegas skyline, yeah, dude. You might reprint it on a large. Well, I was gonna do a big one, like 350 by 350. You see him planting? What are we doing? Okay. Pissy, I was you want to print it the scale first to see how it looks. It looks good. By the way, I was gonna ask you, did you see like the new museum that they did in Cairo? Dude, it's so fucking cool. It's so fucking cool. The new museum that they put up there. I mean, I only saw videos and stuff of it, but it looks sick. You did, and you'll visit the first chance you get. How far is it for you? Like, you could probably just take a quick plane ride there, right? Oh, you're waiting for the hype to die down a bit? Oh, it's not going to be for years, dude. It's going to be years that it's super busy. My friend that's going to the Middle East that's actually one of the things he wants to do. It's like a 3-hour flight. That's not even bad, dude. That's not even bad. You could do like literally a weekend there or something. Or a few days honestly, during the week might be better. You just take a few days during the week. Oh, okay. You're waiting for all the Egyptians to visit? Egypt is different. No such thing as weekends and weekdays. I mean, I'm sure it's still got to be less busy on weekdays, right? Like, even just for tourists, maybe, then. It's never less busy. Where am I dying from? Oh, he's just blatantly cheating. Okay. Yeah, he's just like blatantly cheating in a casual. Okay. Sweet. Honestly, this might be I need to watch the replay back from the last game, too. I think that other guy was cheating. Yeah, when I died, I'm like, I didn't see that guy. He must have pre-fired the fuck out of me. And then I'm like, oh, I guess he's cheating. So you wrote earlier, what, about him cheating in casual, or that Egypt is just always busy? Oh, you need to get my kids to duel the katanas and the winner gets dinner? Okay, dude. Bro, I gotta turn off my printer. It's so annoying. I don't know why the fans keep spinning up. All right.
He is breakdancing his rook.
King George Labubu, thank you very much for the 5-on-3 sub back. Yo, Unk, hope you and the fam have a good day. Thank you very much, buddy. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. I don't know. Someone said the drops are already active, but if they're not, they should be any minute, pretty much, because the first game starts in 30 minutes. So it's gotta be like, if it's not already live, I don't know. I could check the drops campaigns for Twitch. Let's see. If it's not already live, it will be any minute then. Let's see if it's up. Not yet. So probably the next few minutes, I'm guessing. Matches start in 34 minutes. That's true, but the stream will always start significantly earlier than the matches. You see what I'm saying? Like, they don't just like start the stream, start the match. There's a countdown before the match starts, and there's, pre-game analysis and stuff like that. So my guess is 3 minutes. I mean, worst case scenario, it is like 30 more minutes, but we'll see. Yeah, I'll be live the whole time. You can get all the drops here.
He is breakdancing his rook.
XVQ2, they put Tram sub. Sun Knight. I don't know. We'll see, I guess. Hello? Why is the grenade stuck in my hand? I can't switch to anything else. I can't throw it.
He is breakdancing his rook.
Oh, there we go. Took a minute. Merlin, Blinth, thank you for the Prime sub. What happened, Zoom? Oh yeah, I gotta watch the replay after this because this guy is cheating. So I gotta get the clip of it. Oh, why is that, Zoom? Okay. You're saying Middle Eastern guy with a grenade? Okay, bro. All right. Okay. All right. I see you, Zoom. I see ya. Yeah, there's a guy that's on the enemy team that was like cheating, but I gotta wait till the game's over and then I'll grab it. That's Ubi. Okay. Alright. I don't know why people cheat in casual. It's so weird. Oh, that's the same guy from last game. Is he, like, also cheating? He had the same exact gun setup. I think that's just the same dude. I was wondering if the guy on my team was, like, cheating last game, because he had, like, 12 fucking kills, and, like, he just had weird guns attachments and stuff, and I'm like, oh. So he was cheating. I was actually thinking in my head, too. I'm just like, oh. Did I, like, watch the replay on this guy? I completely forgot about it because we started yapping about something else. Ah, shit. Headshot. Okay. Alright. Let's get the clip. The first round, the guy's just, like, blatantly cheating. I wonder if more than one of them is cheating. Or if it's just the one guy. I mean, definitely the one guy is cheating. I mean, I watched the kill cam. That was fucking crazy. He just straight up wallbanged me. And then I watched him kill another person in the final kill cam, and it was, like, blatant as well. Alright, let's check it out. Let's see how blatant this fella is. I mean, he's just blatantly he doesn't know how to rappel through a window, dude. He's just locking that guy. Straight locking. Super bad at the game. Doesn't realize that there's hard objects in the way. That is crazy. Oh, wait, that wasn't even the round. It was round 2 then that he was doing. He was going crazier. It was round 2. Yeah, he's just like full blatant, dude. This is where he shot me through the wall. Oh, I thought I just got pre-fired. Hard aim locking, just 100% cheating. That's crazy. That is crazy. Yeah, I guess we'll make sure to drop a report. That's fucking nuts, dude. Guy's cheating in a casual. Bananas. That was the guy from the other game too. I'm looking. And the even crazier thing is, oh, he's just blatantly cheating in a casual. And this account is a ranked account too. Like he's already paid for ranked and verified a phone number and oof. Cheating in a casual, I guess. Look at the joy I have right now. I don't know. I do get happier if I know that they're gonna get banned and it's like an account that is that they're like playing on a lot and stuff. It is always nicer knowing you're making a little difference. Mm-mm. Okay, done. It's crazy. All right, chat. Well, we can watch the games now. Watch the games. Get all the drops and such. Um. So if you're on the other platforms, I'm gonna do my like normal end stuff for the other platforms. If you're on like, Kick or YouTube or TikTok, because I don't have permission to stream on those platforms currently for the major. So I'm gonna do my end screen stuff for you guys, and make sure you come to Twitch, twitch.tv/KingGeorge. You can also get drops here. Thank you very much to Ubisoft for the drops. At 1 hour, you get an esport pack. 3 hours, you get an esport pack. 5 hours, you get the esport commando skin. 7 hours, esport pack. 9 hours, esport pack. So, all right. Um, so if you're here on my Twitch page, if you're not haven't already, follow me on Twitch. I stream a ton during all the drops, so just follow me on Twitch and then turn on notifications. The notification bell's right next to it. It'll ring, give you notification when I go live. I stream pretty much every day, but I don't really have a schedule. And yeah, that's it. So just follow and turn notifications so you know when I go live. You can sub to me on Twitch at any time and get my in-game Rainbow Six charm. But if you're on mobile, make sure you sub through either this link or this link. It'll save you the roughly 30% extra that you have to pay when you're on the Google, Play Store or Apple App Store. I'll put all the stuff in the chat. Main YouTube channel, Psych YouTube channel, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, Discord, Bidet. Main YouTube channel, will have a video coming on the Save Siege stuff. It'll be a really long video. So sub to the main channel for that. I'm gonna do it after the major's over, and then after the first couple of days of the test server. Second channel, full days of Siege every day at 9 a.m. Eastern. I'm back on my Twitch VODs at 8 a.m. Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. I post little clips from the stream there every day. Public Discord server if you want to hang out with chat, and of course the bidet, which we'll talk about more in a sec. If you scroll on the page, though, you'll see these Twitch panels. If I'm not online and streaming, there should be an About tab. If you're on YouTube, check the description. I have a Charm in Siege. This is it. Sub to me on Twitch and link up your Ubisoft account, Twitch account to get it. Looks like this. Works on Xbox, PlayStation, and PC. You actually get it on all 3 platforms with 1 sub, 1 time for 1 month. You never have to sub to me again. You get to keep the charm forever. You can use a tier 1, 2, or 3 sub, a gifted sub, or if you have Prime, you can actually link up your Amazon account and Twitch account here. Family or friends with their permission, or do a free trial, and you could sub to me every month for free at no cost to you. It will also still get you the charm. You get 60 emotes, sub badge, no ads, Discord role, and of course, worth the stream when you get the charm. My bidet that I came out with, if you haven't seen it yet, is Throne Bidet. It's available right here on Amazon. You could just go to Amazon.com and search Throne Bidet, or type extra bidet in the chat, or check below in the panel's description. If you are Canadian, make sure you go to Amazon.ca and search Throne Bidet. So it's $59.99 in the US with free shipping within the United States. If you have Prime, it just gets there faster. You get free shipping either way. It comes in white or black. It's an Amazon choice item. If you're in Canada, 81.86 Canadian, same colors, free shipping within Canada. If you have Prime, it's just faster. You don't need Prime to get the free shipping. Both are Amazon choice items. If you don't know what an Amazon choice item it is, basically Amazon will award you a badge called the Amazon Choice Badge if you have a great product. They only do that for few products in a category. So, for example, for bidets, there's thousands of bidets, right? My bidet is one of the few that has it. So, pretty cool. Aware Whisper, thank the Prime sub. But how they work, what they do, you definitely should get one. Comes in this nice box. Inside the box comes the bidet itself and all the parts to install it. It mounts underneath your existing toilet seat. This is actually detachable, and it connects your existing water supply line. It brings in clean water before the toilet, same stuff that comes out of your shower, okay? It also will bring you, it doesn't run on any electricity. It runs off the water pressure in your house. The water that comes out of it is clean. You can install it yourself in about 10 to 20 minutes. All the parts are included in the box. You just need to, have a screwdriver, wrench, 10, 20 minutes of your time. Or if you're looking for the install process, there's an instruction booklet in the box. There's also a video on the listing how to install it. So if you want to see how easy it is, it should pretty much fit any toilet universally. The water does not go up your ass. It's not an enema. It doesn't hurt. It's not a pleasure device. What other questions do I get? I think that pretty much covers it. Okay. Nice, Fisty. Good deal, actually. But anyway, the way that it works is after you take a shit, you click this button, a nozzle will drop down, it will spray a stream of water at your butt. You move your butt around, it knocks all the poop off your butt into the toilet, and you can turn the knob to your desired pressure. When you're done, there is a stop button. There is a female wash option for the ladies, as well as a self-cleaning function, so the nozzle actually cleans itself. So, we're obviously joking about stuff. You're saying ew. I say ew to you for not having a bidet. It should pretty much work on pretty much any toilet. Yeah. If you are not using a bidet, you are disgusting. You are walking around with shit on your asshole all day, every day, which is vile. Okay. This just squirts water at your butt. That's all it is. Clean water at your butt, knocks all the poop off into the toilet. Doesn't splatter everywhere, nothing like that. So it's like the real way to clean your ass. You might think of it as being weird, but all around the rest of the world, pretty much, bidets are standard option on the toilet. Impossible to wipe it all. Impossible. You do not. You cannot get clean with toilet paper. You can not get clean with a wet wipe. You cannot get clean with a baby wipe. You know people can walk comfortably while not using them. You're not American. I don't know what to tell you. Most other places, maybe you're Canadian, Australian. There's a few places that don't have them, but most of the world uses water to clean their ass because it makes sense, right? If you got shit on your hand, you would wash it off. You wouldn't use toilet paper or a wet wipe. Right? You would use a bidet. You'd use water to wash, a sink. You'd use water to wash your hands. Okay. Yeah, just a way cleaner process. So it also has a lot of other benefits. Obviously, it's way cleaner and it's way faster. It's not even debatable, right? Secondly, it will save you about 80 to 90% of the toilet paper, right, that you use. Because you only use a very small amount of toilet paper to dry the clean water off your butt. You throw it in the toilet, you flush it down. So, hey, like everything else in life, toilet paper is expensive. I used to buy a $20 pack every month. I only buy it every 6 months now. You're going to use 80 to 90% less toilet paper. Also, when you use less toilet paper, obviously it's more environmentally friendly. You'll use less toilet paper if there's a shortage. You're good to go. Also, if less toilet clogs, plumbing clogs, stuff like that, right? If you have a septic tank, less pumping of that out, better for your city's waste treatment plant and system. Thank you for asking. Is this sponsored? It is not sponsored. It's my company. So I actually developed this product. This is not a white label, drop shipped, whatever, rebadged, rebranded product or something like that. I spent 75 grand in a year and a half of my time developing this product because I wanted to make a bidet that was affordable but still high quality. Most bidets are either they're honestly just the same price as my bidet, but they're just not good quality. They'll break in 6 months to a year, right? They don't spend the extra money like I did. Brass fitting on the back, metal braid supply line, metal tee, detachable, higher strength plastics, stronger mechanics on the buttons. Okay. And, I wanted to do that because I wanted to make a bidet that was affordable, that would actually last people a long time. But yeah, I hold patents for this product in multiple different countries, as well as trademarks, and I own the mold that actually produces it. I spent closer to $200,000 actually fully launching it. Try to sell other places other than Amazon. I have it on Amazon and Walmart. I mean, there's definitely I could make more money if I sold it on my own website, but Amazon makes it really easy, and especially with Twitch and stuff. Most people on Twitch have Prime and use Amazon a lot. Just people are more comfortable buying it there, and I'm fine with that. I also do get sales off of just Amazon and stuff. Never knows the creator of it. Yep. So anyway, I'm being dead serious when I say this. A bidet is genuinely the best thing that you could buy. I'm not just saying this because it's my product. If you really don't want to, don't buy my bidet, okay? But you should buy a bidet. A bidet is the greatest thing that you could ever purchase. You've seen it at Walmart? Well, hey, thanks. Yeah, a bidet is the greatest thing you could purchase. It just in every way it's better. From cleanliness to monetary savings to just everything in general. It really is. Okay. So if you buy mine, that's why I made it. It's an Amazon choice item. I, really put a lot of time and effort in this thing to, um, and wanted to make a good product. Totally believe you because your uncle just got a patent for a freaking pool noodle that you drilled the ends out so your beer could go in the end and talk about simple anyways patent bullshit. That was 15 years ago and it was 10 grand per patent back then. Damn. 10 grand per patent. I don't think mine was quite that much, but yeah, definitely expensive still. Have I made a profit on it yet? No, I didn't necessarily do it to like make money. I wanted to make a good product. I mean, eventually it's going to pay itself off. It's going to take a few years, but um, I just wanted to make a good product. That's it. I mean, I have a bazillion different types of investments, and I would have made a lot more money taking that 200 grand and putting it into something else for sure. But hey, I wanted to do it. It was a stream meme for a long time for me to make my own bidet, so I did it. But yeah, that's about it. Pick one up. If you buy one, you like it, take the time to leave a review. They help out a bunch. You just take 2 seconds to leave the star review. Appreciate that. If you could take the extra time to do a written review, photo review, or video review, appreciate that much more. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Another thing you're gonna say, you're a plumber. Just a quick look. You got the screen. Looks at the actual high dollar ones. It looks at the actual high dollar ones you want to get. Yep. Pretty much, I spent like the extra. Like the goal was to democratize the bidet a little bit. Like there's cheap ones available, but they don't last. That's the thing. Like pretty much everybody says that they would pay extra money for higher quality, right? For like the metal fittings, for the higher quality buttons, for the thicker plastics. So basically that doesn't exist because people lie. It's really not true. But I just I could make less money on it and not care because it's not my it's not my job basically to sell bidets. It's just like an extra thing. They're basically disposable and they blow out lines and flood people's bathrooms. Yeah, that's why this bad boy. So fully braided metal supply line, huge thick fucking metal tee. Like I got all I know plumbing shit. I'm not a plumber, but I know plumbing supplies like decently well, and I got everything is quality. There's a brass fitting on the back. It's not plastic. All of it was to, basically put quality in people's homes. So where can you buy it? If you're in the US, you could just type Exoshrimp Bidet. And if you are in Canada, go to Amazon.ca and you could just search Thermal Bidet. I'll link the Canadian. I'll just link both of them. Well, you could just type Exoshrimp Bidet for that one if you're in Canada. How many people have bought the product? I think I've sold like 15,000 of them so far. So yeah, if you're in the US, then you could just use that link. That's the US link. I've sold like 15,000 so far. Yeah. Around there. So you don't get, we have, I have like almost 400 reviews, but I mean not most people don't leave reviews. The vast majority do not. Okay. But go back over here and then okay, if you're on like remember once again if you're on like Kick or any of those other platforms, Kick, TikTok, or YouTube, come to Twitch. I'm gonna shut off the those streams because I do not have permission to stream Rainbow Six Pro League on those channels. So that's like 900,000 USD minus the price of making them. Well, I used to have them cheaper before the tariffs. That's a big thing. Also, there's a lot of other expenses. I mean, Amazon takes like 20 something dollars. That's without me making them, without me shipping them. I'm estimating it's gonna take 4 years to make my money back. I'm estimating 4 years. So hopefully sooner, but it's looking like 4 years. But all right, chat. Let's watch some games.